What's going on, guys? Chumba here, and sorry I haven't been making videos. I've been in this apartment for the past couple of for a weekend, maybe a couple of days, just hanging out with my uncle's house, just chilling, vibing with him. And today I want to get to talking about a recreational drug, weed. Yes, we're talking about weed. Now, let me tell you something about myself. I love smoking weed. Yes, I like weed. Weed is just one of those drugs that makes you float. That's the feeling I get when I smoke weed. It's a very exhilarating feeling. Now, I know a lot of NEETs out there don't really like partake in drugs. Maybe you guys don't smoke, maybe you don't drink, but I'm telling you, you gotta try smoking weed at least one time, because the feeling you get when you take weed is just awesome. It's an awesome feeling, smoking weed. That buzz you get, that high, is just incredible. Now, I don't really know how to roll the blunts myself, or do the activities that you do to make the weed into the blunt, but I have a cousin and my uncle who smokes weed almost on the daily, and when they do it, I'd be like, yo, can I get some of that? Let me smoke some of that weed. And they'd be like, all right, sure, bet, man. Now, I live in the trashy state of New Jersey, and this place really sucks, but we be going down to the pier, maybe the harbor or something like that, and we just be chilling, vibing, smoking blunts. And to be honest, I can't handle too much of the stuff. I be smoking at least like maybe get 6 puffs in and I'm almost out cold. There was this one time when I smoked a blunt and I almost passed out on the elevator going down. I almost collided right into my freaking cousin, and he was like, yo, Chum, you good? And I was like, oh man, dude, I'm buzzed right now. So my tolerance level isn't really that high at the moment, but even though that I don't do it too often, I like the feeling of getting that highness. Before weed wasn't legal in our state of New Jersey, it was kind of like this taboo thing to take. But ever since it became legal, there's been like smoke shops opening all over the place, and you can pretty much get weed out of any of these shops at the moment. And I haven't really gone into any of them, maybe at least like 3 times in my entire life now, to buy the weed for my cousin. They be costing like around $50 to $100. Like, people be paying way too much money for weed. I'm telling you, you need money to be a stoner. And I told my uncle, and I told my cousin this too. I'm like, yo, stoners need money in order to be a stoner. Like, you can't just be a NEET and be a stoner at the same time. Like, you're obviously spending your NEET bucks buying this weed. And I'm telling you, the top shelf quality weed be coming straight from California or something like that. California weed is just something else. 2 puffs of that thing will make me drop dead. Like, I can't even joke enough with you. But there's just something about the substance that just puts my mind at ease. Like, I be riddled with anxiety, and my depression sucks all to hell, because, once again, having clinical depression is not easy in life. So smoking weed actually helps me so much with my depression and anxiety. Doctors be like, oh, don't smoke weed, it'll freaking make your life worse. And I'm like, oh my god, shut up. You have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe you smoke weed yourself and you're telling me that because you're a doctor, but weed helps me so much cope with my stress levels that it's not even a joke. It's not even funny. Weed is that one drug that you take to make life feel like everything is just okay. When you take it, you feel like you're on clouds and all is right with the world. There's nothing wrong with smoking a little bit of weed. And anybody who says that smoking weed is a problem and is a bad thing, they're bullshitting out of their freaking gorge. Because weed is that one substance that just makes everything okay. And it's a plant. Now, I'm not sure if that justifies it or something, but I'm just saying, smoking a plant is not a problem. And I'll be the first to say that I'm a huge advocate for smoking weed. And partaking in a bit of mushrooms. The highness you get from taking these substances or eating them is euphoric, to say the least. And I will die on this hill. And I know many stoners out there would agree with me. So I'm just saying to my fellow NEETs, if you get the chance, smoke a bit of weed. Trust me, your life will feel so much better. There's no down high that you get. There's no negative aspect in smoking weed. It's actually really good. You feel like your life is finally going on an upward spiral if you actually partake in just a little bit of recreational drugs. I can't sit here and say I don't condone smoking or drinking. I don't condone the use of drugs, because in a sense that I do condone the usage of drugs. I condone the usage of minimal drugs that won't actually like make you go crazy. I'm not here condoning like freaking opioids or fentanyl or some bullshit like that. I'm just saying that smoking weed is a good pastime. And that's all I have to say. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.